live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is the place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I am going to be talking about how to manifest your will or desire with writing, just by writing it down, by simply the use of a pen and paper. You can use it to do spell. Of course, so anytime you write something down, you are doing some sort of spell, because by you writing things down, you're writing ideas, you're writing contracts, you're writing your experience, you're writing anything you seem to be writing. You actually making something permanent. It is a sort of physical invocation or a sort of physical activity that is designed to signify, to symbolize the binding of something, to make it permanent, to make it fix. Okay, that's why you see in the world today we do a lot of writing. There is power in words, and there is much more power in written words. Okay, so today I want you to start taking use of this power, taking advantage of it, so that you can be able to bring things that you want to see in your life into manifestation, into friction, or into a physical uh, permanence. Okay, in ancient times, there's only people that can write are considered to be learned people, very learned, educated people, people that know how to write. And now everybody knows how to write. Of course, knowledge have disseminated all over the world, and we write almost everything down. For you to be able to give credence to something, you have to write it down. Then you have to sign it to make it permanent, or to prove that you actually put your stamp of authority or approval in that very documentation. So in the world of spirituality, we also do writing. In fact, this writing it came from spirituality, the practice. Okay, writing things down. They say that a piece of writing is like magic. You can create something out of nothing. Okay, there's power in written words, because when you speak something into manifestation, only people that can bear witness are people or things that are there at that particular time. Those are the only people that will actually bear witness, because they are there when you say these words. But when you write it down, it kind of lasts forever. So even after you have gone, that document, that written word still exists. So other people can see it, to say, yes, there's a document that represents that this person did something in the past. This is why we always write important things down. Anything that is important, you must write it down. When you sell houses, you sell cars, you do contracts, you get everything is written. Written, signed by both parties to symbolize that a transaction like this took place. And both parties consented to it. Even when the parties are not there, this is the document. And that document is powerful. It is an evidence. It is binding. And people that see that document, based on the instructions written on that document, they have no option but to honor the documents to the latter. This is how humans uh, live. In this life, we have come to structure our life and every aspect of everything we do in line with written words. For instance, when two people get married, then we have something you call a marriage certificate, giving their consent that they come together to love each other, get married for better, for worse, till death do them pass, blah 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 blah, and till they die or something, till death do them pass. Some people will say their own marriage is forever. After this life, they still want to continue in the next life. Their marriage is like that. Some people marry for eternity. Some people marry for just a lifetime. Then they sign this thing down, and when you see that certificate, you know that this is something that these people have used as evidence to prove that they have banded themselves together. And you have no option than to respect it and honor it. That we have certificate for this, certificate for that. Okay, so there is power in written words. We use it to commit ourselves to certain contract. We use it to commit ourselves to things that we want to do in the future. Okay, you can also use this tool to commit yourself to your spiritual path or to manifest things into your life. Okay, what you need to do is that if you want something done in your life, and you have been having difficulty, maybe you want to get a job, you want to get a car, you want to get a house, you don't have all these things, you can also write it down. You get your pen, you get your paper, get a clean sheet, you write it down like something like this that I have written. I don't know if you can see my handwriting. I write like a coach. Then you will sign it, writing your will, kind of manifesting your will, and you will burn it. You burn it because this is what you're writing to the universe. In this case, you don't have any physical partner that you are writing this to. You're not in the contract with the physical person. So this should be like a contract with. You have a date with destiny of all the things you want to do. You write it to the universe, and you burn it. The essence of burning it so that the fire, the alchemical nature of fire, will transform this will from this physical world into the spirit world. And then you blow the ashes into the air. It's as simple like as that. You blow the ashes. Okay. So this is how you can simply manifest your will. We can do this in many cases. In some instances of situations, people write letters to deities requesting different kind of things. I have done the video how you can be able to attend ancient universities and temples in ancient Egypt by writing letters to the deity in charge of that temple, and by burning the letter, of course. And in the night time, you see yourself in the university. You can also write this to some temples, some astral temples we have in India, we have in Africa. You can write a letter to the deity in charge of that temple that you would like to come to study there. And you question admission or permission, and you are willing to dedicate yourself to learning, and you wish to be admitted. Then you burn the letter. And they are going to admit you if they find you worthy. You will see yourself learning inside that school in the nighttime, or inside that temple in the nighttime. Okay? So this is in the power of writing. For stronger manifestations that you see some people do, uh, when they want to do certain things, there are some that request that the letter will have to be written in the blood of the person that is making that request. And there are some deities that require this as a form of dedication or as a form of pact. The letter might request to be written in the blood of the person. The writer, or the writer may have to sign that letter with their blood to show their seriousness, or to put their stamp, like a DNA stamp on that letter, so that they will know, or they will show that they are very, very serious to do what they want to do. What this will do is that it will enable the entities or the deity to have a direct contact with this person, so that it will be easy for them to actually admit this person, or take this person into the place that they want to, of knowledge, or where they want to take this person to. Okay, so this is a very common practice in the world of spirituality. People of sign contracts like this. Okay, you're going to see some certificates that are often written that there's a red stamp on it. This stamp, in time past, people used to use blood to stamp this kind of certificates to show that they are very, very serious, and to also give it power and credence. Nowadays, you will see red ink on all certificates. This symbolizes that place that people used to use blood to stamp. Now they use red ink or red wax to stamp it. This origin of this came from ancient spiritual practices of using blood to write letters and seal. In fact, this was a widely practiced in the ancient world. Okay, it is widely practiced like this. It shows your seriousness. It shows that you actually approve to this letter or to this very document. So when they see your blood on it, it means that the person is very serious. You can take it to anywhere in the world, or anybody that sees it, if they do any kind of spiritual invocation or something to checking, they will know that it is your blood on that letter, and you actually give your approval to that very contract. If not, your blood will not be on it. Okay, so people use this to bind themselves. What this also do is that it kind of enforces them to complete or to fulfill that very contract. It gives them that will to make sure that they must fulfill the terms of the contract. And some people will pledge to fulfill it by pledging their life on the line. People do like this, okay? So you kind of see this kind of cases in the world of spirituality, especially if you study Western occultism. And this is also practiced too by Christianity. The Catholic Church in the early times, they have what they call Papal Bull. When the Catholic Church, this is your so-called Catholic Church, that they are the originators of Christianity, you think they are very good people, we are the most evil people in the world. When they start rising to power, they start creating documents, they call them Papal Bulls. These are documents that or edicts that enforces or gives them so-called authority of what they want to do, anything they want to do, any mission or activity, they are going to write it down. They will call it a Papal Bull. This document is normally written on a human skin with human blood. These so-called Catholic Church Papal Bulls. When anytime they want to write it, they write it on human skin, meaning somebody have to die. Probably somebody they consider a slave or inferior person or their enemy. They will kill somebody, remove the skin of the person, and then they will get blood and they will write the Papal Bull. They'll write this document on human skin and human blood. This is how Catholic Church was writing all its Papal Bulls, but they are claiming to have stopped now. But I don't believe them because they are very evil people. In fact, some of the Papal Bulls that they've written in the past that destroyed or affected the life of so many people, the Papal Bull called the Romanus Pontifex. This was written in 1452 by Pope Nicholas V to King Afonso V of Portugal. It is where Pope Nicholas, the Pope, wrote this Papal Bull and gave it to the King of Portugal to declare war on all non-Christians throughout the world. In fact, what they state in this Romanus Pontifex Papal Bull of 1452, it sanctioned and commanded the king to promote the conquest, colonization, and exploitation of non-Christian nations and their territories. They wrote this thing 40 years before Christopher Columbus was supposed to travel to America. So by writing this Romanus Pontifex, the Catholic Church declared war on everybody that is non-Christian on the world. And this was the document that started the transatlantic slave trade, that started the colonization, the exploitation of African people. It was the Catholic Church that edicted this very slavery, this Catholic Church that many of you are dying for in Nigeria. Many of you are worshiping white Jesus. Many of you Christians don't want to depart from your slave master. They are the ones that started this enslavement of Africa, transatlantic slave trade. It was as a result of this Papal Bull, this Romanus Pontifex. You can Google it for those of you that have Google, that have a brain. That because I know some of them have died totally. If you want to check who started transatlantic slave trade, the origin was as a result of this Romanus Pontifex written in 1452 by Pope Nicholas to King Afonso V of Portugal. Okay, it was written on human skin with human blood. It is not me that wrote it. It is your favorite Catholic Church, your favorite largest pedophile courts at your corner near you. That church that always have Catholic Church that is in every country. that pedophile cult. Now they are Pope, now right hand for Rome. Okay, so you are worshiping your enemy. With this Papal Bull, they declared war on the whole non-Christians, and that war is still ongoing today. The genocide that Christopher Columbus committed on the Native Americans was as a result of this Papal Bull. Okay, they also wrote another Papal Bull again, or two. There were two that were very instrumental in the destruction of the world. In 1493, they wrote another one. This Papal Bull was called Inter Cetera. Inter Cetera on May 3rd, 1493. The Pope Alexandra IV wrote this one. Pope Alexandra IV issued this Papal Bull. It's called Inter Cetera on May 3rd, 1493. It encouraged or gave Spain the power to conquer all lands. Okay, these conquer all lands where native lives, and enshrine the discovery and the taking over of all the lands of native people, indigenous people, African people, Aboriginal people. So this is a terrorist document. And guess what? This Papal Bull Inter Cetera was also written on human skin and with human blood. Okay, so this is to tell you the nature of this your Catholic Church that you so love. Okay, these people you are seeing here wearing female clothes, pretending to be the good people, they are vampires and they are blood drinkers. Okay, there is nothing good that will come out of a people that decide to be using human blood and human skin to be writing their constitution or their mission. This is an evil cult. We don't do this in African spirituality. We do not do this. When you study Jehuti or Tehuti in ancient Egypt, the god of writing, the one with Iblis' bed, the head, you never see him writing anything with human skin and human blood. He taught us writing. It is the god of wisdom. Okay, they call him a scribe of infernal empire in Western occultism. Those stupid people are giving him a bad name. Anything good about Africa, if they do not spoil it or corrupt it, they will not accept it. This is the way white people behave. So this power of writing, you can see how the Catholic Church have abused it to the extent to be doing evil things. They abused it. This is things that we taught them how to write. They took it and they took it to another level. The writing things on human blood. Okay, you're going to do research. I want you to do research on these Papal Bulls, know how they write them. There are so many of them, but these two that I mentioned are the most serious ones. Okay, they have Papal Bull Terra Nullus. Okay, this one, the Pope gave kings and princes in Europe the right to discover or claim all non-Christian lands. He gave the English King Henry II lordship over Israel. Can you imagine? Ireland, sorry to say. You can see about another Papal Bull again. They call this Laura Quantum Predecessors. This one was 1145, calling for a second crusade. I'm going to paste the link of this and Papal Bulls under this video. Don't worry. I'm going to paste the list. I have a link whereby you can find all the crimes that this Catholic Church have committed with the use of Papal Bulls, of writing their edicts down in human blood and on human skin. This is how they operate. So I'll put this link there so you can actually get access to this information, or you can just Google it. It is on the internet. Okay, it's on the internet. So you can see here that what they did, they abused the power of writing to be doing evil. Anything that you're going to write in human blood or human skin cannot be a good thing. Okay, it's an evil thing. So what these people are practicing in this Catholic Church, they are practicing evil. Okay, when we say we're looking for Satan, we're looking for the devil, we're looking for bad people, they are right here in front of you. There is no hell. The demons are right here ruling you. They have made this world a hellfire, and they are here pretending to be good people. They are wolf in sheep clothing. What they have done is that when they came to steal our spiritual stuff, plagiarizing in ancient Egypt, our original trinity of man, woman, and child, they took it, they removed the woman, they converted the woman into Mary, which is nothing more than a surrogate mother. Then they made thereby removing the maternal principle to cause imbalance in the spiritual system, because they hate that feminine principle. They don't want this world to be equal. They don't want man and woman to be equal. They don't want balance to be in this world. So in order them to reign in wickedness, they have to destroy the maternal principle, the feminine principle of our Trinity. They remove the woman. Instead of man, woman, and child, their Trinity is now God the Father, God the Son, and the Holy Spook. The Holy Spook is supposed to be the place for the woman. They remove it. And we know in science that two men cannot have child. So how was Jesus Christ born? This is the story. Father and Son, Holy Spook. It's not. Is it asexual reproduction, or I don't know how the Jesus Christ was born. So Jesus Christ is gay. And in Christianity, the God does not have a woman in his Godhead. As a result of that, he needs a surrogate mother. So Mary is just a surrogate mother. So they say immaculate conception. What they actually mean is artificial insemination. Mary was artificially inseminated spiritually, according to them, because their God is too clean. He cannot put a dick inside this woman. Okay? It's gay. He's gay. Yahweh, Jehovah, Elohim, that bastard, that bush rat, that scallywag, that dirty foul spirit is a gay God. So he needs a surrogate woman to carry his baby. So Mary is the surrogate. So you see how they reduce Mary to another ordinary house girl in Christianity. Then to show you that to bring the so-called semblance of the feminine principle, they started wearing female garments. That's why you see the priests wearing female clothes in church. They're always dressing up like a woman. Is that how a man is supposed to show that they are not imbibing the feminine principle in them? They all start dressing like a woman. Do you see the stupidity of Christianity? These people, they are evil people. This Roman Catholic Church is the most evil cult in the world today. That's why I always talk about them. And they are the ones causing all the evil. And they are still here. They are at every street corner. Every country you're going to find the Roman Catholic Church. They are still spying on you. They are still enslaving us, influencing our government to promote this ideology of Christianity, to train our children into slaves, to support their worldview, to spread self-hate, racism. At the same time, they are still pedophiling our children. The Catholic Church is the biggest pedophile organization in the world today. I am not lying. Look at all the cases. Every country, they are all, what they're engaged in is child sexual abuse. Thousands of cases, thousands all over the world. And yet they are still here. Nothing is happening. They are not arresting them. This is appalling, to show you that these people, they are very evil people. We need to call them out. Any good thing they learn, they abuse it. Any good thing they learn, they abuse it. Even writing, they abuse it. What are we going to do with these people? The only way to succeed is to fight their ideology, is to fight their demonic ideology. Okay? So this is what you need to know. That these people, they are evil people. And we just need to expose them. The only weapon we have in this world is truth. Weapon of truth. And we must speak truth. We must stand by truth. We must support what is good. We must support what makes sense. We must support what will bring harmony and peace. For those people that are keeping quiet, some of you watch this channel and you think that the world is okay. You just want your piece of the pie. These things that if you don't stand up against all these things, it will affect you and will affect your children in the end, you know. So please, this battle is for everybody. It's not for me alone. You need to be sharing truth on your social media. It's very powerful. Sharing stuff online, awakening your people using the small time you have. A lot of people, they watch my channel. They're even members of this subscription. I don't know what you people are doing. You need to start spreading, doing work, real work, sharing knowledge. You must teach. You cannot hide. You must find a way to be teaching, teaching your people, wake them up. Because these people, what they do with this Papal Bull is that they kind of do a ritual, a blood ritual, human sacrifice ritual, to put a spell on the whole world, to blind the eyes of people, to weaken people, to enslave people spiritually. That is what they're doing with this spell, with the right things. They do human sacrifice by killing somebody, using their skin and blood to write their will, to write their mission, and proclaiming it. They're sending evil spirits upon the world to blind, to hoodwink people. And this has been working for so long, but now the spell is fading. It's fading. People like me are waking up, and people all over the world are also waking up to see that their true enemy is this ideology, is this people wearing women's clothes all over the world, pretending to be good people. Okay? So the sooner you wake up and smell the pepper soup, the better. Silence is consent. Those of you that will know the truth and you will not do anything about it, you are also part of the problem. You cannot be awoken to say you are conscious and you are not doing anything. You are not doing anything to change anything. You are okay with the system. You are cool. You are done with the system. And the funny thing, you want to hang out with somebody like me. You think I will allow you to hang out with somebody like me? I will see you as a spy. And I will see you as an enemy of progress. You need to be doing something. Okay? And you need to also be writing good things down. Write your will. Write good letters for the world. Write your desire, what you want to see happen. You want to see peace, harmony, progress. Write your own stuff down and read it, sign it, and also burn it on fire. Push your will into the universe so that you can walk towards it. You can do the same spell. You don't need to use human blood. You are not evil people like this one. You simply write your will, express it then. We do a lot of writing. Write things that you want to see happen. The same people that know this thing, they write us out of history. When you study, go to school, in Africa, in America, as a black person, you're not going to find your place in the educational system. They know the power of writing. So they write lies about African people. In their books, there's no single paragraph to say they will say Africa is dark ages, we invented nothing, we came from nothing. They are trying to permanent this lie by somebody writing this great lie against African people. They want people to believe in this lie. There's an adage that says that if you tell a lie 1,000 times, it will eventually become a truth. They also believe that if you write the lie 1,000 times too, it will eventually become the truth. So they keep writing lies, writing lies. You go to all their Western schools, you're not going to find your place as a black person. All our black inventors, they will change their name. Anything that we have done, they will change it to whites. They are trying to write us out. Even our origin, they say that we come from apes. These people, they write a lot of lies about black people. And at the same time, they'll be the one accusing us of hate. All these things they write is hate crimes. When you lie, you call the people Negro. They don't have a brain. They are less than human beings. Insult us, call us all kind of derogatory word, the N word. These are lies. And we need to reject those lies. So when they do these lies, we need to expose them. We need to tell them about their history. We need to tell them that they come from caves. And it's true. We need to say we are not this kind of bad people. You are the bad people. You are the ones doing all the evil. You are the ones doing all the killing. You are the ones doing all the stealing. You are the ones putting poverty in the world. We are not the people invading other people's countries. We are not the one that going to Libya, going to Iraq, going to Syria, going to trying to go into Russia, killing people. We are not the ones lying, stealing. We are not the ones stealing natural resources. It is you. We are not the ones that went to America, went to Australia to steal people's land. It is you. You are the thieves. You are the evil people. You are the liars. We need to be telling them the truth and writing our own stories. You cannot allow your enemy to teach your children. Look at the Bible. Did you see any black as a black person? Can you find yourself in the Bible? Did any black people is there? Any black angel is there? As a woman, you are a slave. As a black person, you can find nothing about you in the Bible. You see, they write these lies to write you out of history. They don't want to see you. They want to write you out of existence. If you allow this to happen, within the next 1,000 years, they will think that there was nobody like black people on the planet. They will write us out totally and clean us out because this is their wish for you, to disappear you. So when people are constantly writing lies about you, know that these people are evil people. Only evil spirits are spirits of lies. Spirits of truth, you can know them, okay, because you can verify what they say. But lies, you cannot verify them. They're always hiding things from you. Always hiding things. Always telling you not to think. Not to think, just believe, persuading you, at the same time threatening you. These are evil spirits. Jesus Christ is an evil spirit. Yahweh, that bastard, is an evil spirit. Jehovah is an evil spirit. All these are evil spirits. All the Jewish spirit, they are all evil spirits. Stealing people's lands. Liars. What sort of people are these? Everything about you is a lie. What kind of creature are you? Are you not ashamed? Nothing to write home about. These people, anything they learn, they pervert it for evil. Okay? We need to be exposing them. And at the same time, we need to be standing our ground. And one thing to do, we need to be writing our own stories, writing our things. That's why I have written my own book, too, with a lot of evidence. In this book, you're going to see I also wrote about the Papal Bulls in here. I wrote about them because these are serious issues. Exposing the Catholic Church. How can you say you are people of God and be writing edicts in human blood with human skin? What kind of church is that? Who does that? Who does that? Nowadays, I don't want you to know all these things. So they are trying to scrub it from the internet, but you cannot scrub it. This is who you are. This is your nature. Okay? Lizard, where they eat shit, you go still eat shit for anywhere you go. This is you. You are foul, filthy creatures. Okay? So we have to be careful about these people. And we have to be writing our own stories. It is a sin to rely on your enemies to educate your children. They will miseducate your children. They will miseducate you. So we need to create our own schools. We need to be writing our own books. We need to be finding authors, people of what is standing, black people that will be our role model. We cannot take any of these Bible people as a role model, especially for your children. You have damaged them. People that should be role model for Africans are people like Malcolm X, okay, Martin Luther King, okay, Dr. John Eric Clark, okay, Dr. Evan Settman. These are people that the Western media, they never talk about. They will never give space to your people to show your people positive. They will rather be showing you all these pop artists, all these puppet musicians for you to be for them to be your role model. These mumble rappers that have nothing to offer humanity. They'll rather be showing you gangster rappers and these useless puppets that are in America, encouraging the youth into violence and drug addiction, abusing women, pimp and hoes. They'll rather you be Snoop be your role model than Dr. John Eric Clark, because Snoop is a Negro pin. Okay, all this is all good niggas. We have them talking trash in the music from morning to night, bragging, promoting drug addiction, promoting violence, rapping about killing your fellow black man, rapping about sleeping with other people's wife, rapping about all sort of nonsense. They rather those ones be your role model than people like Malcolm X, than people like Fela Aníkúlápó Kuti, than people like Evan Settman. They want you to listen to trash. So you must take the education of your children into your hands. You must have good role models. African people, not from other races. Okay? Please. We must be very active. Spirituality is an active thing, not a passive thing. Some people will come to me, they think that because they come, they spend some money, they'll do some rites or do some offering, that it's all good with the spirit world. They have done their portion. No, it's not enough. You have to live the portion. You have to walk it. You have to become it. Not just come say, I give you $200 to do one ritual in the junction. Then I've settled with the spirit world. I can live my life the way I want to live. You did not do. What you did is just an introduction. You have to become the deity. You have to put your action, everyday living, thinking, into moving forward, moving your people forward. This is what is expected of you. That is right. You have to be writing down your will from time to time, every week, every month. Things you have to be writing them down, then burning it in the fire, enforcing it, writing it down, proclaiming it into the universe. You must use this power of writing. Okay? When you write something down, it becomes permanent. Okay? When you write some serious documents, you sign it, especially during a pact, you sign it with the blood, it becomes permanent. Okay? Powerful stuff like this. You can write how you want your life to be on a piece of paper. Then you sign it. Then you burn it into the air. It's a very powerful right. Okay? You can easily do it. Write it. Anything you write is like you bringing the will from the spiritual to the physical. You are kind of physicalizing it, make it permanent, and pushing your will into nature, so that that thing that you want can actually manifest in this physical world. It's a very powerful spiritual process. That's why you see Tehuti always with the pen, always writing stuff down. The god of wisdom. He is one of the deities on this channel. He's the god of writing, the god of knowledge. You want to study, you want to understand, you want to learn. You need to venerate Tehuti or Jehuti, or the one we call Thoth. The ones the Greek we like to call Emstrimensgistus, as the thrice great. The great. Okay? You need to emulate positive things. Things that will bring productivity, efficiency, progress into your life. Okay? So there is power in written words. There's serious power in written words. And you need to be doing this. You need to be practicing this, especially if you are having this, you want to get a job, you want to get something, write it down, proclaim it, then you burn it in the candlelight. Okay? There's powerful stuff in it. You do it before you go to bed. You do it in the morning. You can do it anytime you want to do it. Okay? There's in my class, in my inner class, I'll be doing videos on how you can do this very well. Okay? I cannot say that on this video. I will only say those in my private class. So if you want to learn more about how to use this stuff, you can register for my program. Okay? So please, this is simple spell you can do. The power of writing. People use it in the world. We still use it today. Every time you sign contract, you get a job, you sell a house, you sell it's writing thing. It's binding. It's binding in the physical world. It's also binding in the spirit world. Okay? So you can also do this as part of your spell work. We still do it in the part of spirituality. We do it every day. When it comes to pacts, it comes to covenants, contracts, we do writing. We do it, okay? It's part of the process. You will read it, you will sign it, and of course, you will burn it, okay? So this is what I have to say today. I hope one or two people will learn one or two things from this video. Please like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell close to the subscribe button. This is what I say we should be talking. Make una for the year. Because some people not go agree, subscribe. So I'm going to remind you now. Then, of course, if you want to read my book, this is an example of the power of writing. What I have here is this book is like my dissertation of all my understanding of African spirituality, the origin of African spirituality, the philosophy, the psychology, the metaphysics, and where it is taking us. And I've been able to prove beyond reasonable doubt that what we need, what will take us into the next futuristic discovery is African spirituality. From African spirituality originate quantum physics. In fact, we have three powerful physics in the world that have taken humanity to the next level. We have nuclear physics, we have quantum physics, and we have plasma physics. Modern day man, this so-called snake that is causing problems, he has been able to master nuclear physics. What he gets there is power of generation. And of course, he only uses it for destruction. A little electricity. Now we are still working on quantum physics. After we completed the mastering of quantum physics, we are going to plasma physics. Plasma physics is what is going to take us into the galaxy. With plasma physics, we will be designing technologies and engines that can run forever. Where we have free energy generators and capacitors. We're talking about engines that do not need fuel, that we keep regenerating themselves, plasma engine, plasma capacitors. With this kind of engines, we can be able to build spaceship, can travel the length and breadth of the galaxy without running out of power. Plasma physics is what will give man the power to travel from planet to planet at light speed without need for refueling. It will be regenerating itself. You will learn plasma physics by knowing quantum physics. For you to know quantum physics, to know plasma physics, you must first study quantum physics. So quantum physics is a very, very important physics that we cannot do with. It is simple to understand. This is the most simplest book on quantum physics in the history of the world, and the first in the history of Nigeria. So you buying this book, you are making yourself a part of history, and the knowledge in this book will empower you to prepare yourself for the next generation, the next evolution, spiritual evolution. So this book is not an ordinary book. I am not playing. I know what I'm talking about. So buy this book, and you're going to update yourself with what is currently happening. This book will update you. It is just $50. Very cheap. Some of you shut down club every weekend. with more than that. Okay, so this is not big money. They need to price them. Do not price my book. It's an abomination. This one is Power of Written Word. I have written down over 200 spells in this book. I write them down so that it not go lost. This knowledge now is here contained in this book for all eternity. Once you have this knowledge, even after I've died, this knowledge is still here waiting. So you see the power of writing things down, preserving things. This book is a grimoire, authentic African grimoire. You need this book if you are interested in African spirituality, whether you are a doctor, you are a herbalist, you are a native doctor, you are a spiritualist, a traditionalist, Udu, Voodoo, Kalu Mayombe, Queen Banda, Humbanda, Kemetic. All of una need this book. It will help una. Or ordinary person, a curioso, just curious person. Even a Christian. If you're a Christian, a Muslim, a criminal, a Okpo, anything where you call yourself, a runs man, a runs woman, a middleman, a middle woman, you need this book. It will help you, empower you to do anything that you want to do. Everybody cannot be the same. Now, waiting favor person, I person, they do. I cannot judge you. But what I know that this thing will help you to do the work that you want to do. It's just $100. They need the price them. Both of them now $200. Get your copy today. I have contributed my own to evolution and advancement to African spirituality. It is now left for many of you to do your work as well. Okay, so I still wait to now. For those people where they promise me, when I never come. At the time not due. Now wait you not know now your mate pass you. So apart from that, I thank you very much. If you want to buy your meditation beads, your jewelries, your oils, spiritual items, I sell all these things. You want to do your spell work, love spell X and all the rest, I do all those things. Okay, a lot of spell, I do it. You may contact me. Oracle Tarot readings, I do it. So apart from that, I thank you very much. Those people that want to contact me for anything, you know where to find me. My number and information is under the screen. And of course, I'll be putting the link of all these Papal Bulls under the video. So you not go for all these documents that the Catholic Church are writing with human blood and human skin. We need to be calling them hard. They are evil organizations. So I will put in another this video so you can have information on it. Apart from that, I thank you very much for being with me today. People that have been supporting me, I am very, very delighted and grateful. We are growing from strength to strength, and as day the break of God is strong. So I'll be seeing you in the next video as well. So take care and bye. Peace.